Hi, my name is Paria Esmatloo. I'm a PhD student in the Rehabilitation and Neuromuscular Robotics Lab at UT Austin under the supervision of Professor Deshpande. Today, I'll talk about the effects of EMG-based classification and robot control method on users' neuromuscular effort during real-time assistive hand exoskeleton operation. Over the past few decades, electromyography or EMG-based intention recognition for hand movements has been widely studied. Feature combinations have been explored to improve the accuracy of EMG-based classification. In addition, many methods have been used to relate these features to the grasping or finger gesture intention of the user. Often, motivation for EMG-based hand pose classification is to help amputees and individuals with disabilities control prosthetic and assistive devices for grasping. But how often has that link between intention recognition and device control been connected? Robotic hand devices have been separately developed to assist affected populations, including those with a spinal cord injury, with daily grasping tasks. However, the combined effects of the EMG-based classifiers and assistive device control and their overall performance have rarely been investigated. We believe that separately developing EMG-based intention recognition methods from robot control strategies will have unintended consequences, such as requiring the user to exert excessive muscular effort, which can lead to fatigue and device disuse. Previously, we have implemented EMG-driven exoskeleton control strategies for SCI subjects in daily tasks and have shown that it can improve their hand function based on a standardized test. However, sometimes subjects had difficulty grasping certain objects or felt more comfortable performing some of the grasping tasks using their own hands. In the present work, we aim to reduce the muscular effort requirements of the user during real-time operation of EMG-driven assistive hand exoskeleton. First, we determine the effects of muscular effort on the classification accuracy for intention recognition. We demonstrate that higher force levels lead to higher classification accuracy, and is a more robust approach to control the movement. However, despite this higher accuracy, it may require excessive muscular effort during extended real-time device control. So in the second part, we evaluate the muscular effort during performance of 10 daily tasks, and we propose a robust assistive exoskeleton control method to reduce the overall effort requirements without sacrificing accuracy. Finally, we validate that our proposed method helps to reduce the muscular effort compared to a state-of-the-art assistive control approach. For EMG-based classification of hand pose, sensors were attached on 3 locations, respectively targeting the muscles flexor digitorum, extensor digitorum, and finally a combination of thumb flexor and adductor at location 3. Data were collected at 2 kHz and processed by performing offset removal, rectification, low-pass filter, and normalizing to maximum voluntary contraction value. For output classes of the classification, we included 3 frequently used grasping poses, namely transverse volar grip, lateral pinch, and extended grip, as well as extension or opening the hand and relaxed pose. To solve the classification problem, a feed-forward artificial neural network, or ANN algorithm, was used to relate the EMG signals from the 3 sensors to the intended hand pose. The hand exoskeleton robot used in the study, Maestro, has 3 finger modules for thumb, index, and middle fingers. 8 degrees of freedom within these 3 fingers enables multiple hand poses required in interactions with daily objects. We compared the effects of 2 different robot control methods on the assistive performance and muscular effort during real-time grasping and manipulation tasks. The first control mode is called online responsive control. In this mode, there are 5 target hand poses performed by the robot. The algorithm considers 200 previous samples and calculates the output hand pose based on EMG signals. If the probability of a pose is more than 60%, the robot moves the fingers to the target hand pose consistent with the ANN output. Therefore, for successful completion of a task, the user should maintain the correct muscle activation such that the intended hand pose is selected as the output. This is the default strategy that most assistive devices use. The method that we propose is called robust assistive control. Here, we implemented two strategies to increase the robustness and decrease the effort required to complete the tasks. Firstly, we limit the robot hand pose outputs to 4 and use the relaxed class to more robustly maintain a pose. Once a grasping pose is selected based on user's muscle contraction, the user can relax their muscles while the robot maintains the previous grasping pose. This is expected to help the user exert lower effort and prevent fatigue. Secondly, we require the user to first activate the extension pose before switching between two grasping poses. EMG signals in extension are distinctly different than the other poses. So this increases robustness and safety and minimizes the possibility of object drops. In experiment 1, we investigated the effects of effort level on the accuracy of the classification under 2 force conditions. For the low force condition, subjects were asked to apply minimal muscular effort while grasping and during the extension of the fingers. For the high force condition, subjects exerted higher effort. We hypothesized that the overall classification accuracy would be better for the high force case because the EMG signals would be more distinct. 2 young healthy subjects were recruited, and the order of the experiments was pseudo-randomized to minimize potential effects of residual fatigue. The trained classification network from each condition was tested against the unused data from the 3 training datasets, as well as 2 separate test datasets. The results confirmed that classification is significantly more accurate in the high force case, highlighted in orange, compared to the low force training condition shown in green, suggesting that for more reliable classification during real-time control, it may be better to train the algorithm with higher effort levels. However, maintaining this level of muscle activation during extended periods may require excessive muscular effort and contradict the assistive purpose of the device. In experiment 2, we examined the muscular effort during 10 dynamic tasks. We recruited 2 healthy subjects and compared the performance using the 2 robot control modes, online responsive control, robust assistive control, as well as the bare hand condition. In the robot assisted modes, the classifier was trained based on the high force condition. Subjects had 20 seconds to finish each task and were instructed to relax if they finished earlier. We used the measure of total integrated muscle activity, or TIMA, to estimate the overall muscular effort exerted during each task. Analysis of TIMA for the 2 subjects during 10 dynamic tasks is shown here. On average, our proposed RAC mode, which allows the subject to relax their muscles after switching to a hand pose, requires significantly lower muscular effort compared to the state-of-the-art ORC. This result supports the idea that implementing a suitable robot control mode for an assistive device could reduce muscular effort requirements, prevent fatigue, and as a result, increase the usability of a device. A closer look at the summed muscle activation during the individual tasks demonstrates the differences required between the tasks. For instance, in the tasks that involve heavy objects, such as holding a ceramic plate, the RAC mode results in lower muscle activation compared to the bare hand condition, highlighting the assistance the robot provides in amplifying the grasping force and taking the load off subject's hand. However, for the tasks that involve holding or manipulating light or small objects, such as zippers, the healthy bare hand condition usually requires lower effort and may be faster to complete the task. In this research, we addressed the integrated development of EMG-based classification and real-time assistive robot control. First, we showed that higher forces during the training may result in better classification accuracy. Then we proposed a control method to prevent excessive muscular effort, fatigue, and device disuse without sacrificing accuracy. In future studies, we plan to expand on this work by implementing an EMG-based exoskeleton control method to vary the grasping force as well as the hand pose based on the detected intention. Thank you for your attention.